Alrighty then, what do you say? What do you know? Happy Super Thursday. I want to give you all the latest and greatest primary results on Super Thursday. Hope you went out and you voted for Joe Biden today on Super Thursday. It looks like everybody's going to be voting for Joe Biden because the tribal elders have spoken. Pocahontas has withdrawn from the race. So now the party of diversity is our strength gets to choose between a 77-year-old white guy and a 78-year-old white guy. Or, this next debate is going to look like Statler and Waldorf from The Muppet Show, right? I still say that Saturday Night Live's Cold Open on Saturday ought to be a debate between Larry David playing Bernie Sanders and whoever the jerk-off that plays Joe Biden is. He's not very good. He's not nearly as good as Larry David is playing Bernie Sanders. But at the debate, you got to have Larry David saying, Joe, what state are we in, Joe? Joe, what state are we in? Can you spell it, Joe? Spell it. Am I crooked letter, I, crooked letter, I, humpback letter? No, Joe, you don't even know how to spell it. Joe. That's your Saturday Night Live cold open. If this guy is a writer, we'll see what they actually do on Saturday night. And anyway, in any case, all this Democrat primary is for, all this entire Democrat nomination procedure is to determine who gets to lose to Donald Trump, because I am predicting a 1972-like landslide. We're never going to see 84 again. I think we can see 72 this year. Once again, though, remember, this race isn't between Joe Biden and Bernie Sanders. This race is between whoever Joe Biden's vice presidential nominee is going to be and Bernie Sanders. And it looks like Biden's going to make it through. Bohica, Bernie. They're going to do you. They're going to do you wrong, just like they did in 2016. Looks like it's going to happen again. And keep your eyes on the prize. Whoever they put in as Joe's running mate is the one that they want to be president. Now, whether that's going to be Tulsi with her white pantsuit clinging to one lone delegate, or whoever that's going to be, but I can tell you who's going to be picking it. Mike Bloomberg did not waste $700 million on his presidential race. Mike Bloomberg paid $700 million to buy the DNC. You think I'm wrong? He paid for the squad. He bought those 31 new Democrat congressmen last time. He even said so in the debate a couple weeks ago. So he wants to be the new Soros, is what Mike Bloomberg wants. And I don't think that that's going to happen. So we shall see. We shall see. But in any event, the tribal elders have spoken, and Pocahontas, all 1,024ths of her Indian blood, is now out of the race. MAGA Institute, we were late in the cycle because, we've just gotten up and running, but we did certify some candidates for Tuesday's races, and we had some good results. Bill Hightower in Alabama 1 made the runoff. Dale Mensing in California 2 won. Tamika Hamilton in California 3 won. Tom McClintock in California 4 won. Buzz Patterson in California 5 won. In North Carolina 6, Lee Haywood won. In North Carolina 11, Madison Cawthorn made the runoff. In Texas, Irene Armendariz Jackson made the runoff. In Texas 22, Sheriff Troy Nehls made the runoff, but he got 40% of the vote, 40.5% of the vote. The nearest vote getter next to him, the guy he's going to be doing the runoff with, only got about 20%. So you can look for Troy Nehls to make it through the runoff in Texas 22, and most likely will win the general election because everybody in Fort Bend County, which is most of Texas 22, loves their Sheriff Nehls. He's a great guy. Texas 23, Raul Reyes Jr. made the runoff. 24, Beth Van Dyne, former mayor of Fort Worth, won huge. She got 64.3% of the vote. In Texas 32, Genevieve Collins won with 52.6% of the vote, so there will be no runoff there. So those are your MAGA certified candidates from Tuesday. We're going to be having more for Mississippi, and in future races, we've been reaching out, working with campaigns, so we're excited to keep announcing what we're going to be doing there. Now, people ask me, you know, Timbo, how can I support the channel? I really like supporting the channel. You can do a number of things. Number one, make sure you're subscribed. Make sure you hit the bell for notifications so that you know when I'm on. I'm still, 8 months later, I'm still seeing comments on Facebook. Timbo, where have you been? I've missed your videos. It's like, well, I've been right here. Been right here. So you got to make sure that you like the channel, that you subscribe to the channel, and that you have your notifications on. If you turn notifications on for the channel, you're not going to get them unless you first turn on YouTube notifications. Now, this isn't free. It costs about $200 a month to keep the channel up and running. People have asked me how they can support it. I'm going to put a link in the description. It's very easy. You just go paypal.me/Patriot Uprising. It's as simple as that. I greatly appreciate all support because, like I said, it does cost about $200 a month to keep this channel up and running. If you like it, please support it. The other way that you can support it is just share the YouTube link. You know, I post the YouTube link on Facebook to the Patriot Uprising page, and I'll share it to a few groups, but don't feel as though you're limited to that. You can share the YouTube link yourself. That would be a great help as well. MAGA Institute website is, you know, we've got it up. We got it up last week for CPAC to have a demonstration site to show people. But I think you're going to be blown away when you see the map that we're creating. We're having a meeting tomorrow. We're going to be doing a video so you can be walked through the map and see how it works. And I think it's really going to impress you. It impresses Brooke and I. We're blown away. It's amazing to finally have somebody, after having someone waste 4 months of our time, and that's why we're so late in getting this all going, wasting 4 months of our time and not having the skills to do the job, and then coming out with a ridiculous quote for the job, to meet someone who not only sees our vision, but actually improves upon it. You know, this guy he goes there and then he goes beyond. He throws things onto the table. I'm like, wow, that's amazing. We never thought of that. That's fantastic. We hope you like it as much as we do. What else do I have for you? I think that's pretty much it. The president tonight had a great town hall. It was his first town hall talking to voters. And here's the thing. This is what the Democrats still, and the Never-Trumpers still, even after 3 years of him in office, more than 3 years now, they're missing the fact that the Donald is a WWE character. Donald Trump is a great guy. He's unbelievably generous. He's actually rather low-key compared to the character that he plays on Twitter. And he keeps saying, if they'll stop attacking me, I'll be as presidential as any president ever. I don't think you could have had a more presidential State of the Union address than we saw in January. I don't think you could have seen a more presidential president addressing the coronavirus in the press conferences last week. Obviously, when he's talking to his base, that's theater, man. Every politician does that. It's just that the good ones get a response from the crowd like we saw at CPAC last week, and like many of you have seen at the rallies. Okay? And they keep forgetting when he's saying, watch the left hand on Twitter, with the right hand, he's doing something that's good for the country. And they still just fundamentally fail to grasp that. The other thing they fundamentally grasp is that what's actually good for the country they think is bad for the country, and what is bad for the country is actually good for the country, or they think is good for the country. Because again, they live in bizarro America, where up is down, left is right, and right is wrong. And yes, I am using that in a double entendre sense, left and right. Thinking whether I have anything else for you. I don't think I do. Let's see if we have, since we have time. Let me find this video on the YouTube channel, and I'll take some comments. Let's see. Oh, we got a lot of comments tonight. Hello, 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 hello. Hello to everyone. Hello to Crazy Minnesota. Good evening. Hello, hello, Tacoma. Travis Wright says, I guess everyone's wondering when will Tulsi finally drop out. I think maybe when that white pantsuit can't be dry clean anymore, she'll drop out. Cling to that one delegate. Tulsi's got one. She got one. American Samoa gave her one delegate. Hello, 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 hello. Let's see. Sandy Mosier thinks that Big Mike is going to be showing her face soon and somehow enter the race. Again, I keep telling you, it's the Veep slot for Joe. They're going to say, you know, don't worry about Joe's health because we've got Big Mike as the Veep. Or, you know, people are saying Hillary, first of all, if Hillary were named the vice presidential candidate, Joe Biden's life expectancy would be about 13 minutes. Okay. Secondly, Hillary would never even, her ego is too big to even allow her to be that strategic. Okay, the strategic move would be to take the Veep slot and then slide into the presidency. Her ego is too big to allow her to be that strategic. So I don't see Hillary at all. I think Big Mike is happy living off of other people's money. I don't think she wants the scrutiny. I don't think she wants the job. Oh, Travis Wright nails it. Yes, the best Joe Biden was Jason Sudeikis. He was fantastic as Joe Biden. Plugs. And at Likeham says Tulsi will be the Veep watch. I said that to Brooke tonight. She said, who do you think it'll be? And I said, keep an eye on Tulsi. Alice Larson, and she agreed. She said that's exactly who she was thinking of as well. Alice Larson said there is no law that restricts how much a wealthy person can contribute to candidates. Yes, there is. To candidates directly, it's only $5,000 per election. So you can give $5,000 in the primary and $5,000 in the general. However, and to certain PACs, there are those limits as well. However, to super PACs that are not affiliated with the candidate, there can be unlimited donations. What Mike Bloomberg basically did is act as his own bundler. Okay, so he found a legal way around the FEC regulations. Now, here's an interesting question for you, though. If Mike Bloomberg tried to buy the 2020 nomination and was unable to, how then could Russia have bought Trump the presidency? Oh yeah, they didn't. A few $1,000s worth of Facebook ads and they think it gave Trump the presidency. These people are just, you know what? They're not stupid because they know that they're liars. They know that they're lying. They think you're that stupid. They think I'm that stupid. Well, guess what? They're wrong. Deep state misinformation, disinformation says, help, I cannot get notifications from this channel. Well, have you turned on, you have to turn on YouTube notifications first to allow YouTube to send you notifications, and then you turn on the channel notifications to get notifications from this channel. YouTube won't send you notifications unless you've turned on YouTube first. Tina Bohannon says, when you click the bell icon, are you making sure you choose to get all notifications, not just... Okay, she's providing information to Deep State. Let's see. Tina Bohannon says, Donald Trump is my huckleberry. Well, he's my huckleberry too. You know, and this is... You know I love y'all. But I got to tell you, I was really disheartened to find out that Melania had invited you to have dinner with her in Beverly Hills as well. I thought it was a special invitation just to me. I was like, wow. Because, it said, I never do this, but would you like to have dinner with me in Beverly Hills? And I'm thinking to myself, Timbo, swing. But alas, apparently she invited everybody. Who knew? Sherry Kelly says, hey, Tim, Deb sent me. Thank you, Deb. Welcome, Sherry. Deep State, if you love Tulsi because she's a brave soldier, you need to take a second look at Tulsi. Tulsi is just as much of a communist as all the rest of them. There is literally no one on the Democrat side that is active in presidential politics in this era that is not a communist in disguise. Tina Bohannon says, I'm Joe Biden and who approved this message? I like that one. I've seen a lot of them. I'm Joe Biden and who's Joe Biden? I'm Joe Biden and I forgot why I forgot this message. But I like this. I'm Joe Biden and who approved this message? I posted the other day, Joe Biden, breaking, Joe Biden has withdrawn from the race and is endorsing Joe Biden. Lisa Reed thinks that he's going to pick Big Mike. Diane Dotz asks, what should be done with Schumer? I personally would love to see the guy hung from his tongue. Okay, we'll get a big clamp, big vice grip. Those the big vice grips though, the ones that can take large amounts of weight. And we vice grip his tongue and we hang him from the ceiling. That's what I would do to Chuck Schumer. His comments were disgusting. Deep State says, I used to be a deep state worker bee. I was never a deep state worker bee. I have been a grassroots activist since I'm 6 years old. My first campaign was 6 years old. I've never worked a presidential campaign. I've been active almost exclusively at the local and, congressional levels. Never a deep state worker bee. I've never worked for the federal government. All right, that's all I've got for you tonight. Stay tuned for more MAGA Institute website updates. Stay tuned for more Patriot Uprising updates. Please like and share all these videos because I see a lot of people watching them, but I'm not getting the likes, and we need to get the likes so that the channel gets more visibility. YouTube has an algorithm, so let's work with the algorithm. All right? Until next time, God bless you. God bless these United States. Keep fighting the good fight.